Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Shroomy and I'm a mixed media artist. Today I'll be making an semi-anime inspired piece. I'm currently on the journey learning how to use watercolors as well as make anime inspired artworks. For this one I used a reference that I found and I drew it, I sketched it with a couple colored pencils. I used a blue and a red, and then I'm using my Holbein watercolors, which you can see me making the palette here. And yeah, so I'm just experimenting and seeing what works. I'm doing this in my sketchbook, in my current sketchbook, and this is still one of my favorite pieces from the whole thing. I think she turned out absolutely beautiful. I love the vibrancy of the colors. It looks so beautiful. The only problem is that you gotta really layer these watercolors in the sketchbook because they do dry a little bit more. I don't know how to explain it, like a little bit ashy, I think would be the right word. They kind of like go a little bit too see-through. I don't know, it's hard to explain, but I love the whole process of this and I think I did her justice. Like, she turned out so cool. And yeah, this is one of my mixed media pieces in the sketchbook. I really used as much media as I could, I think. But yeah, I definitely started with the colored pencils and then I'm also obviously starting with the watercolors. What I'm doing is blocking out the general colors, and the blue is, I believe, like a highlight, like there's some blue light coming into the figure. So I'm just kind of like trying to show that. But yeah, I was just experimenting and seeing what works and what doesn't, and it's more of a stress-free piece because it's in my sketchbook and it doesn't have to be perfect, but I think she turned out really good anyway, even though I wasn't trying to make her anything more than she needed to be. I did film this process on my Twitch, so if you do want to see me painting live, you can definitely check out my Twitch in my bio, and also in the description. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, this is where I'm really amping those reds, and it just, oh my god, this layer of the red is so vibrant and beautiful. This is it. This is where it really started coming together. I think the red just made it look so alive, and this is when I really trusted the process. Again, I'm super heavy-handed, I think, with my paints and everything in general. I think, like I keep mentioning in my previous videos and stuff, that I'm so used to like thick, like heavy body paint where you can just layer and layer and you don't have to worry about the layers being either too dark or anything like that, because you can just layer on top and there's no issues. Whereas obviously with watercolor you really got to stop and think of what you're doing, essentially, like how will this affect the layers on top, and you just got to be so mindful with it. And I'm still learning at this stage. I'm still learning how that all works, and even to this day, I mean, this video was filmed months ago, but even to this day, after months of using watercolor, I'm still learning. That's all we can do. That's how we get better. Practice makes better, not perfect. So that's what I'm trying to do here. Just trying to learn and have fun. I think when I really restrict myself and try and make something like I see it in my head, I think that's when it just lets me down, and I hate feeling let down by not being able to achieve what I see in my head. And I think it definitely does like disrupt the whole like motivation and everything in general. Like maybe that's why I jump around so much. Did I just have a realization? Oh my god. I never stick to one thing for a while. That's probably why I don't have a consistent art style. I'm constantly jumping around, seeing what I can learn, what new can I learn and develop and things like that. So I think maybe that's why, because I get really demotivated by something that didn't come out right, and then I'm like, okay, I'm gonna jump back to this, or I'm gonna jump onto this and try this method and see if this works. Maybe that's why. Maybe I just had a realization. That's crazy. Yeah, this piece, you can see it coming together. It's the perfect combination of both warmths and cool tones, and I think it's so cute. Like, look at her little face, she's so adorable. I love it, and I'm so happy with how this piece came out. I can't stop saying it because it really did come out really good. I love the super rough and like abstract type style as well. I think it really does make it look so fun. And yeah, I love the softness of these pinks and the bright reds, and the purple just, I think, is a great mix. But yeah, I'm just mixing and messing around with the colors. As you can see, everything's just like, I'm just seeing where it could fit and like where it could look good. But yeah, I'm going back into the face, and this is where the magic happens. This is where I think it really does start to come together when I just keep layering and making it look like, I don't know, it's like so smooth at the same time as like quite abstract, and I really love the look of the face now. Had to fix the chin a little bit, of course. Yeah, I did paint the hair with like a dark watercolor, but I'm bringing in this acrylic marker, and this is where the hair just pops so much. The previous watercolors that I added are now acting like as a highlight in the hair, like like an ambient lighting in a sense from all the other objects and everything, and the black is just so vibrant. And I'm always scared of doing black hair, I think, because I just don't know how to do it properly, but this really worked. I think this is my favorite black hair that I've ever done. Bringing in this super bright blue as well, I think just made it so vibrant. I love the way that this turned out. I can't stop saying it. I feel like every time I watch this or like see this piece in my sketchbook, it just brings me so much joy, and I love that feeling when you make something, you know, that turns out exactly how you'd expect, or even better sometimes. I think it's just the best feeling in the world, and I think that's probably what keeps me going, because sometimes when I get these bangers out, I really surprise myself, so then I gotta keep trying to peak. At this stage I definitely peaked. and then you just gotta keep trying to outdo yourself, I think. But yeah, all these little details, it was so effortless, it came together so nicely. I'm so excited. I think sometimes when you overforce it, when you just keep working on something and just like keep grinding on it, I think that's another thing that I hate doing. I hate working on one piece for a very long time, I think, because it just makes me feel like I can't make it any better, because like I've already spent this amount of time on it, and how am I gonna fix it if I can't already have made it anything good after this amount of time? That is me with every single digital piece that I make. If I'm working in Procreate, I can't spend more than like 10 hours on a piece. It takes so long and I get so bored. But yeah, at this stage, I filmed a few clips. This is before I added all the other pizzazz and probably more rendering, but look how good she looks. So yes, I'm bringing in the shiny Posca, and that is really what makes the piece stand out. The shininess and the gold and everything that the Posca brings, just so much life. And yeah, I think that is the real rendering of the pieces that I make. The Posca and the white highlights just bring it all home. It's so good and so juicy. Bit more black in some areas to really darken the piece as well, bring in more saturation. And yeah, this is probably where I'm gonna leave it. I'm adding a little bit of the white highlights with the jelly rolls. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my painting and mixed media piece. And yeah, I hope to see you again. Make sure you subscribe and leave me a like. I'd really appreciate that. And yeah, have a wonderful day and bye. See you next time.